The next step is trimming and joining the sections. So it's getting to the exciting part now where you start to see the image coming together. First of all, you need to trim away all of the excess fabric around your shape, and as I said right at the beginning, the faint line is the cutting line. So with your rotary cutter and ruler, you take away the excess paper and the excess fabric all in one go and work your way around. I tend to do the longer sections first, and then you can come back in and just take off those smaller sections there, and the same here. So eventually this may blunt your rotary cutter a little bit because you're obviously going through the papers as well. Once these have been trimmed, you start to join them together. So K is joining to L, and from the diagram I can see that then I'll join that to M and build it up in that way, and the instructions will tell you that. So now what you do is you place these pieces right sides together like this, and what you want to ensure is that this point here is matching the same point underneath to get exact joins. So you can pop a pin through and ensure that it lines up, and you can just keep that in position there, and I would do the same at the end, and obviously just taking care that the fabric lays flat as well underneath and doesn't shift. So we'll mark this second point here, that's gone through fine, and pop a pin in there. You're now going to machine this again, starting 1/4 inch before the line, sewing along and finishing afterwards. You still don't need to backstitch at this point. You can press between each join on the fabric side just to make it lay nice and flat before you add in the next section. And also, as you're going along, once you've pressed it, the paper that lays now underneath that seam allowance here, you can take away. So you simply, it's perforated, so it's quite easy to then just peel that off, and the next section, so that as the pattern builds up, take that away and take that little bit there. Sometimes tweezers come in handy, but you can just see from the other side that I've already constructed here, by taking away the paper underneath, then as it gets more dense when you're stitching it together, there's less bulk and you don't have to go in and attempt to remove those papers afterwards.